Welcome to a tutorial for first-time users trying to translate medical content for Wikipedia. This is going to be a little bit slow, so you actually might want to speed this up as you're watching it 1.5 times, because I'm going to make commentary and just go through the little glitches a first-time user might experience. But after your first visit here, I don't think you're going to ever reference this video again. You'll know how simple it is to work in this environment. So first off, in the browser of your choice, you're not going to the target language, say French Wikipedia. You're going to the back end. So you're going to go to MD, as in medical doctor wiki, mdwiki.org. This is a not-for-profit, non-governmental organization. So you're interested in translation. You're going to see some translations options on the left. There's translation. You're going to see a major project. There's translation. So we can pick any of these. From this page, you're going to see there's screenshots of the entire process. So this is probably going to be your reference when you come back your second time. So if I were you, I think I'd go here and bookmark this page. Once we're in here, we're going to go to the translation dashboard and get to work. Oh, you can't get to work because you need to log in. So you might be given a particular identity from the organization you're working with, and go ahead and use that as your Wikipedia identity, or feel free to use an individual account if you already have one, or to create one. There's no private information collected. The community of Wikipedians is interested in that, and we really respect each other's privacy. So you're going to need to log in. Okay, so this is, since I have an account, is going to quite quickly take me to that, but that step's probably, I'm not kidding, 45 seconds to create your own account or use the one provided. Now that you're in here, you can be a little more specific about what type of content you want to be translating. For instance, women's health, or maybe essential medicines, epilepsy, you get the idea. So different focus groups. So we'll pick women's health. After women's health, you can do the language, the target language. I'm going to pick French, just because I have a little bit of background, a little bit of understanding. Okay, so it was that easy. So here's a list of articles to translate. So here's where the little bit of commentary is going to come. You might have a list given by your organization, or maybe myself as a project coordinator, I really need this article translated. Or you might have these criteria and you can pick what you're interested in. So one way to think of this is the page views in English Wikipedia. So it gives you a good idea of things that lots of other people have as a medical concern, or perhaps these are resources that healthcare providers are researching themselves to bring themselves up to date. Importance would be another one. So on this list, for instance, you might look at delayed puberty. Say a lot of people are looking at that content, in English at least, and it's fairly highly important as for its medical significance or its impact on people's lives. And say I'm going to translate that. But wait, before you hit translate, take the time to go to your target language. In this example, I'm using French, and just see what they have under that content area. Because what happens is different languages might have delayed puberty within an article about puberty. So the reason it doesn't appear to be an article in, for example, French Wiki on delayed puberty is it's already categorized or grouped differently. So it wouldn't be a good use of your time to translate that particular one. And then you could come back and find something else in the list that interests you, or something else that someone has suggested you do. So let's pretend it looks like there's a need for delayed puberty. There's one step here kind of in between what you were expecting to see, which was kind of your standard 2-column translation from source to destination language. And it's this kind of little comment in here. And what this is saying is this is Creative Commons. And I think this is I think this is a strength of our work, our project, is today, in the future, forever, this content is freely available. So we want to provide high quality medical information to people in the language of their choice for free. No paywalls, no questions asked. So you kind of acknowledge that, and we'll click here. And now it looks like what you would expect. I actually was not expecting a video here. So let's see if this comes over with the machine translation. Oh, looks like it worked quite well. So, maybe not as well. Oh, there we go. So there is some automated translating those headings, but you can see, family history, causes, not everything's getting translated. So you could come in here and make those improvements. Down here, this paragraph, oh, there you go. So again, I'm giving you some extra commentary now, so maybe you just get a sense of the project's criteria, importance, goals, those types of things. So one thing you'll notice is this is only, looks like maybe 300 words. It's only the lead. So in lots of languages, we would like to get breadth, a lot of topics before we get depth. If you find this really interesting, or you think the entire article could be translated, you could talk to someone like myself, the translation coordinator, and say, hey, can I do the whole article? And I can give you kind of permission and upload that into this working flow. But keep in mind that the reason we're doing this, besides just having good breadth, is we know this is really quality information. It's well sourced, it's accurate, it's been peer reviewed. Once you get entire articles, remember Wikipedia is written by volunteers, there's less certainty of the quality. So there's kind of two justifications why we're just doing the leads. These little footnotes, these citations, this extra information, you don't have to worry about that. That's happening automatically down here. And very rarely would I expect you have to do anything in here. But please, please share if you notice something isn't coming over correctly. So it kind of looks, again, this isn't my strong language, looks like there might be some error here. Even if there is, within about a 24-hour time period, there are automatic bots running in the background that are going to check these things. So even if the article, when you publish it, doesn't look quite right on minute 1, come back at hour 24, and some of these things will be automatically corrected in the background. If not, again, please share that deficiency or your concern with me. You, when you're making your translations, want to be writing to an audience at about, a high school level. So avoid complicated words, multi-syllable words. Be faithful to the source material, but if in doubt, lean towards simple conversational language. We know the weaknesses of machine translation, and so if probably not at least 10% of this is changed, it's going to look suspicious. It's going to look like a robot did it. It's probably not a quality translation. It doesn't meet our standards, and I hope it doesn't meet your standards as a translator. So keep that in mind, that you should be making some change, or it might be turned down or flagged. You're busy today, you don't have time to finish it, that's fine. Okay, so it's going to sit in your kind of to-do folder on this site. So you could just come back to that, the site that we bookmarked. You have 2 weeks to complete this. Work gets really busy, something goes wrong in your life. It'll just get kicked back as incomplete and put out for other volunteers to work on. So never feel that you shouldn't start an article, but no, you have 2 weeks to finish it. So you finish your translation, And there's the publish button. Often people are afraid to push that, but don't be. So in a lot of languages, there'll be some volunteers on the other side excited to see that they have more content for their language community, and they'll gladly jump in and make some edits. Know that we at Wiki Project Medicine are noting and noticing the completed translations. So we will jump in there and see if there's anything that can be improved, if we have that capacity. And yeah, just don't have fear. Go for it. The world needs more free, high quality medical information. So I think that's what you need to see there. So let's go back to our start at WikiMed, and mdwiki.org, and just remind you that all of this information on that page that you hopefully bookmarked, there's our bookmark, shows that workflow quite simply shown. Don't be shy to reach out and ask me any questions, bring up any concerns. Let me know what you're noticing in your source language, and together we can collaborate and we can make the world a better place. Thanks.